Conversation. What's good, YouTube? Saiyan Z3 here to review super episode super episode. I was gonna say episode chapter episode 49. So yeah, pretty much I can summarize it as Trunks gets over his PTSD, fills them in on what happened in his timeline, and Black shows up at the end, pretty much. But some interesting things though. So it looks like the Boo arc did happen in Future Trunks' timeline, which I like. I'm glad that was addressed. I'm still kind of curious, like what instructions Kaioshin gave him. Like the way he said Shugyo when I was watching the episode. Shugyo means basically like training in martial arts purposes in Japanese. It's like Shugyo, something like that. So apparently, like at the very least, he received instructions / trained with Kaioshin, which I guess makes some sense because even though Kaioshin was afraid of Deborah, he still put the fear of God into Piccolo's heart. So Kaioshin is somewhat strong. So for Trunks to awaken Super Saiyan 2, I like that. And yeah, he basically kills Trunks and Babidi in his timeline, so Boo isn't resurrected. It's pretty cool stuff. As for like and now we get some like time placement, if you will. I mean, we got some in the first episode of this arc. But it seems like, yeah, this is 17 years. This is 17 years after he has killed Cell and the androids in his own timeline. So, and this is the same Trunks from the Cell and from the androids arc, because he says like I made that trip to the past 17 years ago. So it was nice to see him. It's the same Trunks. I still don't know why he has blue hair. Not that it's a problem, because I probably prefer the blue hair as opposed to the purple hair, just because I think it goes with his jacket more. And it was nice to see that he remembers that Goku is dead. That Cell, Cell's suiciding himself. Well, trying to suicide himself killed Goku. So now he sees that it's good to see that continuity, that he remembers that Goku was dead after when Cell killed him. It's nice to see him that he had Super Saiyan 2. But the main thing that I want to talk about is Black's character. So Black is apparently he showed up a year ago, which is, I guess, a year ago in time, in Trunks' time. So 16 years, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it either Trunks has been fighting against him for a year, or he's been fighting against him for 16 years. I don't remember which. I probably have to go back and rewatch the episode, but I'm pretty sure he's been fighting against him for a year. So Goku Black showed up 16 years ago, or sorry, 1 year ago in Trunks' timeline. So 16 years after Trunks killed Cell and the androids in his version of the future. But what's interesting about this is that from what we can tell from Black, he considers humans evil because he considers death a blessing for them, as though they're like this vile sort of thing, this vile sort of species. And the same thing with the Saiyans. Like, he says that they were once a proud warrior race. And like when he's getting ready to kill Trunks, I think in the previous episode or the one before that, like he's like what a pitiful or what a splendid, and I forget which word that he used, but he's talking about humans and Saiyans as though as if he wasn't one, right? One of the things that Trunks says that when Goku Black first showed up was because he was going to kill humans in the name of justice. Now, what that means, I'm not sure. I was thinking of One Piece, like with Akainu, with like his absolute justice, or his extreme justice. It could be a version of that, maybe, or something similar to that, which Goku Black is going for. But he's speaking as if he's speaking of humans and Saiyans as though he isn't one of them. And it's the same thing at the end of the episode when he sees Goku. He calls him Son Goku. So he speaks as if like he isn't him. I don't think he isn't him. I don't think he is him. And I'm going to explain why. Because one of the lines that was said in the episode was that one of the lines that was said in the episode was that Goku Black had already done like what he's doing to the humans in Trunks' future, in that version of the future. He's done that on different other planets numerous times. So this was really interesting to me because, first of all, he looks like Goku, and he's done it on other planets, and presumably like this is his first time appearing on Earth. So I don't think he's Goku, because Goku was obviously killed by the heart virus, unless Goku was revived. unless he was revived by the Namekian Dragon Balls, which I hope he wasn't, because I kind of like that. I kind of would have preferred it if he isn't actually Goku. Um, Not that I would be against it if it was actually like future Goku revived or whatever, but um, I still think it opens up avenues to explore like what his identity is. And here's my theory. So because he's been doing this for a while, and because he's from outer space, and because he knows Goku, he either knows him from, in my opinion, like two places. There's only two areas that I can think of that this black person would know about Goku, and I don't know how he's assumed his identity, if he is Goku or not, but he either knows him when Goku was on the Saiyan homeworld, either knows him or Bardock maybe somehow, so maybe before Frieza destroyed Planet Vegeta, maybe during like that whole history past of the Saiyans, maybe Black does something there, or it's when Goku was on Yardrat, when after he killed Frieza, or after he defeated Frieza, he kills Frieza in that future. When he comes back, he kills him in King Cold. But maybe he assumed his appearance like when he was on Yardrat. So those are the only two options where I can see that Black would start to learn or come to know of Goku. I don't think he's actually him. I don't know what the earring means. I like I said before, I thought that it wasn't the Patara. I thought it was just a cosmetic thing. But now that Zamasu's involved somehow, and again I have no theories on him because there's literally nothing to go off of. Zamasu apparently, because Zamasu looks like a Kaioshin, and apparently he might be one. That earring might have something to do with the Patara. Another thing in this episode that was the time ring. Now, people were assuming like this is going into Xenoverse territory. I don't think it's going into Xenoverse territory. I know Toriyama did the whole Mira and Toa thing with the time breakers in Dragon Ball Online. I don't think that's coming here. I'm pretty sure it's not. That's not what's happening. I just can't see like a video game thing becoming canon. I just can't see that. But it could be. Who knows? I mean, I'm just shooting the shit right here. But interestingly, on the time ring, there's like a little like infinity symbol. It's not exactly the same as the time breaker symbol, but it's something that's very reminiscent of it. It's like in a little infinity symbol. So one thing that we do know about the time ring, thanks to some of the previews for the next episodes, is that the time ring was apparently used by the Kaioshins. Now, I hope we get an explanation for why, the Elder Kaioshin and then the old Kai and the Supreme and the Kaioshin over here, why they don't have it, just for continuity purposes. Could be something like the Z Sword, maybe some like old legendary weapon that was just forgotten or not used, whatever. Anyway, what else was it? I could see the Z Sword actually coming into play somehow. I'm not sure exactly, but I could see something like that happening. Maybe it's like some legend or some old weapon that was used back in the day. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really interested about Black's identity and like who or what he or she or it is. She. Doubt it's a she, but one thing that I want to say about Zamasu is that he's being voiced by Shinichiro Miki, who voices Tatsuma in Sakamoto and Gintama. He does some. You know what? Let me look it up real quick because like because again, Toei is hitting it on the head with like when it comes to like the great voice actors for their series. Shinichiro Miki is like one of my favorites. I don't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure he does. I think he does Kakashi. He does Urahara in Bleach. But let's look it up. Let's go to his My Anime list real quick. Shinichiro Miki. Yeah, he's a pretty popular one from what I can tell. Let's let this load. Okay. Sorry, I thought I saw this one. He's a boy. He's a member of. Okay, he's 40 years old. Let's see. Okay, yeah, he's in Pokemon. Okay, yeah, let's go through his My Anime list and see who he voices, because I know a couple characters that he does. Yeah, so he does do Urahara. Harmon and Cowboy Bebop. I don't remember that character. I can't seem to go from here. Some Detective Conan characters. That's good. Who else does he do? Oh yeah, he was Roy Mustang. Who else is he? Yeah, he was Sakamoto and Gintama. That I knew. He was Sawamura and Hajime no Ippo. Yep. Who else is he? Ray and some Hokuto no Ken thing. I don't know. Oh, he was Nove in Hunter x Hunter, the 2011 version. Okay. Yeah, but he was Hei and Ray in some Hokuto no Ken thing. I don't think I've watched that one. He was definitely not the original voice of Ray. Who else? Who else? Let's see. Shacho. Oh yeah, he was Stratos Lock-On. There we go. He was the Stratos brothers. No, he wasn't Neil. He was just Lock-On Stratos, yeah. And then that was in Gundam 00. Who was he in Pokemon? Kojiro. Who's Kojiro? Oh, is that James? Oh yeah, that's James. Yeah. So James, if you will, from Pokemon. Kojiro is his sub name. Yeah, that's his longest. That's his most reoccurring voice. Date Ryusei, I don't know who that is. Oh, he's someone in Tekken. Lee Chaolan in the Tekken movie, I guess. Who else? Akira Yuki in the Virtua Fighter adaptation. Cool. He's Raishin in Uchiha Totoro. Interesting. I haven't watched that. I need to get on that. But yeah, those are some of his voices. So I can't wait to see what Zamasu is like. It's going to be an awesome voice, I'm sure, because it's going to be a cool sounding voice if any indication of the characters are. And I can't wait to see like what bearing he has in the story. The next episode looks awesome too, because Goku and Black are going to fight. It looks like Goku's going to fight as Super Saiyan 2, and Black's just going to fight in his regular form, his base form. I don't know like how the fight's going to go. This is definitely not like the end all be all fight. Definitely, this fight's just going to be like a litmus test for both of them. I don't know if Black is going to win, because that's usually how it happens now, where usually not just Goku but any main character, I feel like loses that first battle. What else was I going to say? I don't know if the white-haired Super Saiyan thing. I don't think that's real right now. I don't think that's going to happen. I just think that's a hypothetical. Obviously, it's a hypothetical, but I'm not sure that's actually going to happen. And what else was that? Oh yeah, one part in the episode that I found was funny was like Goku was like, Goku Black sounds way cooler than my name, and then Bulma was like, that sounds so cliche and dumb, and then Trunks is like, Future, you actually was the one that named him that. And then he's like, oh, okay. What else do I want to talk about? The butterfly effect thing was pretty cool. One thing that I thought was weird was like Vegeta saying Trunks like that he shamelessly ran away. But I'm just thinking like Vegeta did the same thing in the Namek arc from Ginyu and Jace, so it's not a difference. Very interesting with that. And he even tried to run away from Frieza in his second form also. So I don't know. I don't know if that was Toei like adding in their own thing, or if it was Toriyama who might have forgot. But that moment I wish would not have been put in. What else was I going to talk about? Yeah, that's it really. I can't think of anything else. Talked about the time ring. Super Saiyan 2 was cool. It was nice to see Super Saiyan 3 come back, one of my favorite forms. I love the long hair and all that. And yeah, I feel like I'm just like rambling now. So I'm gonna cut off the video here. I'll do a stream soon. We'll talk about the NBA Finals, LeBron's greatness. Feel bad for Steph though, and Draymond and Steve Kerr. I don't really like Clay. Let's watch. We'll talk about Peaky Blinders because I'm starting that right now. I'm about to watch episode 2. About to beat Fire Emblem. I'm halfway through Conquest. Conquest is actually not that hard. Maybe because I'm abusing like the DLC for the experience points. Yeah, we'll talk about it whenever I do the stream. And that'll probably be Saturday night. So actually no, Saturday night is the July 4th, right? 29th, 30th, 1, 2nd, 3rd. No, July 4th is Monday. Yeah, July 4th is Monday, I think. Maybe. Okay, anyway. Thank you guys for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.